Good morning, 10:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, August 31st, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, XRP is down 1.25%. We're sitting at 0.5215, trying to figure out exactly what XRP is trying to do here. In the 4 hourly, we're pretty squeezed here. In the daily, if it were to pull up here, if this pulls up, this almost looks like the start of a hammer candle. So in the daily time frame, this looks like it could be playing out as a hammer candle. If that's the case, this is a reversal candle. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see exactly how this plays out, because we were in an more of a rising pattern formation. I know we've come from a downtrend, but right now we'll see a hammer candle, just in case it does form into that. So just so everybody can see, the hammer candlestick is a bullish trading pattern that suggests the stock has found its bottom and is poised for a trend reversal. It means that the sellers entered the market and drove the price down, but were eventually outnumbered by purchasers who drove the asset price up. So when we look at this, the price started down. There's no top side wick. The price started down, went to 5192. Now it's slowly pulled up into here. Now it's a little bit lower than that as we're trying to pull back down. But this is suggesting we have a lot more topside pressure here. However, that doesn't mean this is just going to stay bullish. This candlestick still has several hours left to complete, about an hour and 51 minutes, and this could invalidate what we're seeing here. But as of right now, this is trying to form as like a hammer candle. So, and that would suggest that we're bottoming out in this area. We came out, came up, and now even coming down again, there's not a lot of strength here. The problem is we already had an immediate push out, but this is looking kind of like a hammer candle. I would like it to shade a little more to the top side, but that does look like a hammer candle, which would suggest that there's a lot more buying pressure than selling, and we could possibly be reversing up. Now, obviously, that could get invalidated if we lose this uptrending support here. It can get invalidated very quickly. But we know we're in the all-time pattern right here. This is your resistance up at the top at 54.2 approximately. We have the underneath support that we've fallen through now as well. Right at, well, this is 54 up here, like 54.2. But down here, it's 52.6 that we fell through. If we look at our other chart, which is a short-term chart, we have the uptrending support we talked about yesterday that we came down to get. It looks like we're coming to try to tap it. Right at the 5177. We almost came down here. But a lot of these are, if this pulls up as well, this could end up being a hammer candle in the 2 hourly. If it pulls up, these are all bottom pressure, top heavy, which means you had some selling pressure at the bottom, but it's getting eaten up by the buyers. Same thing in the 4 hourly. A little wick pull down from the top though. The daily, that's where it becomes interesting to me though. It becomes very interesting if this does play out to be a hammer candle. We want this to continue moving up, get a close above 524 just to save face here. But if it starts breaking down and we lose, like we talked about, if we lose this uptrending support, we have a big problem. If you're watching today and we lose this 517, we have a big problem. That's not the end all be all if we were to lose it, but that's when a big problem would start. Because then we've got 503 at the bottom, and that's essentially, you lose 503, it's over. If you lose 503, you've got 49.5 cents roughly on the short-term chart. But I mean, it's essentially, you're in big trouble. Then you've only got the 49, and now it's about 498 as we go through the pattern. So if this doesn't play out as a hammer candle and start reversing, we've got a problem. You know, because then you would have to come back down. If you get a rejection at 524, that very well could bring you down even farther. This candle would look even better, though. I know it's weird, but if this comes down and taps this 51.7, that candle would look even better on the pullback up as a hammer candle. So we're just speculating here that this could turn into a hammer candle. So as you see, you have all the overshadowing on the bottom. The stock on the top, the high price, the closing and opening price is around similar, but you had a move down within the candle that pulled back up. So right now being green, it would be a bullish hammer. assuming we can continue this formation, if we break down and turn red, then we could have a bearish hammer. And yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff to talk about this morning, at least to watch. This is a very informative update. Please hit that like button, because if it is a hammer developing in the daily, even though it's red right now, that's the problem. This could be a bearish hammer, and if it does play out to be a bearish hammer, you know, it's going to have some downside liquidity to grab. We need to try to flip this green, ladies and gentlemen. We need to try to get back up above the 5246 and keep this a bullish hammer. Otherwise, if we do flip to a, well, it's already a bearish hammer, but I'm trying to show the positivity here that we could flip to a bullish hammer. So the bearish hammer shows the buyers could absorb the selling pressure, but could not drive up the asset's price past the opening price. So the difference between a bullish and bearish hammer, since the security price has already increased from buying pressure, a bearish hammer signals that the price is topped off, typically resulting in a bearish reversal. The bullish, when the closing price ends above the opening price, a bullish hammer occurs, and that would signify we're bottoming out. So we're in the middle of something here right now. Is this going to be a bearish hammer? This is a hammer candle, but is it going to end up bullish or bearish in the daily? Right now it's bearish. We need to pull back up, and it'd be more comfortable if we got obviously above the 524, but getting above that 526 will turn this more into a bullish hammer, likely. Right now, though, this is bearish, and on the onset, this would be a problem for the start of the next daily candle. We already know tomorrow is going to be a bearish start because we're dropping 1 billion escrow, or we're dumping out of escrow Ripple 1 billion XRP tokens back into circulation. So pay very close attention to that. So this could be lining up with this bearish hammer. If it continues to play out, it would be telling us exactly what's to come tomorrow. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Make sure to hit that like button if you got anything out of this update. Please hit that subscribe button if you appreciate my work and join the over 18,300 subscribers. In this time of trying time in crypto and XRP, make sure you have positivity over negativity. You don't play the victim, you play the winner, and playing the winner, you have to have all the information, not just on the charts, but the information in the news as well to make an educated and informed decision. You want to base your approach on the price action, perception, and reality of XRP's price and news based on what you're actually seeing, based on what you understand, but not based on the FUD around there. Stay positive. We're not the victim. We're the winner. And in this community, we bring the light. We have the light. And what that means is we are the light in a world surrounded by darkness. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day, because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, simply what's the point in this journey to 2025 and ultimately 2028? If you're looking for your favorite crypto, video description below, FUMX, or pinned comments. Lowest spot maker fee in the USA. You can futures trade, and you also don't need a VPN to trade in the USA, and no KYC unless you are sending money from a bank account. Stay blessed.